everybody, this is Gayle. Welcome to my channel. I'm sorry it would not let me sign in. So, hi, busy lady. How are you? We got Peter Parker. We've got Stellar Piper. The gang's all here. Whew. Hope you're having a good weekend. Whew. Hope so. Hi, Stellar. Going through, showing some of the comments. Old people are never on time. I'm sorry you were late, Peter Parker. No, I know you need me. Sorry about that. It was not accepting my sign in. So apparently I hit the wrong button. But then I had to go through the whole reset your password and all that. Let's see, we got Fairyana in the house. Hi, Fairyana. Oh no. 6 months until Christmas. I swear that makes me break out in hives. I was not even wanting to think about Christmas for a while. Oh. Let's see. Fairyana is stretching out a back spasm right now, but she's off work tomorrow, so should be fine. I hope so. She asking, hi everyone, and hey Stellar. I know, Peter, it's all good. All good. Stellar says she's not worrying about Christmas and Halloween until Halloween. Peter, I'm not worried about Christmas until Halloween. I'll get it. Wow. Can't talk. Busy lady is shocked that we're talking about Christmas. Me too, actually. Hives. Totally hives. I was just talking to hubby today about what should I get the daughters for Christmas. So, yeah. And I can't say what we're thinking about because one of my daughters is here. And I'll probably forget it by now in December anyway, so it won't matter. Right? Woo! Well, I hope y'all's week has gone well. Mine was a little crazy. But that's okay. Crazy in a good way. Stellar, I was just fixing to ask that. Are you starting to unpack? I know you're not going to be unpacked by now, but are you starting to? Oh, good. Smooth is real good. Glad to hear that. Because it's hard to move and it's hard to unpack, but you know, you've got the whole cross-country plus trip during the coronavirus pandemic. I'm sure that had its challenges. Peter says the nightmare before Christmas. What you gonna do? Yeah, smooth is definitely good. It is and you don't realize how much stuff you have until you move. And that's when it all hits you. So, you know, that's one I have not seen is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Fairyana says for her it's been a hectic week. She reunited her niece with her dad after 12 years, which has got to be super cool. Saw a friend for the first time in 6 years, finally broke weight stall. Yay! And started work. Really exciting, super exciting. And Busy likes the hat. Thank you. I saw this actually in Cracker Barrel. And I thought, I don't know about y'all, I kind of thought it was Bodacious. So I got it. Ah! Oh, that's what poked me. Had the price tag on it. That's not going to work. So should I be like the guys and do sometimes and wear it that way? See, Stellar says, Fairyana, that sounds intense. And she likes the hat. Yay. And Peter Parker does. Cool, you guys. Thanks, Stellar. And he says, yeah. Okay. So I'll just wear it in the back. Face in the back some. I'll be all bold. Or I actually got two other hats this week. I got this one with a big floppy bow. So that's kind of different. Purple must have just been my color, I guess, this week. We lost Busy Lady. I got another, whoops. I got another hat too. I'm gonna wait till Busy comes back to show off my other one. So, but basically, we went to Chattanooga this past week and met with Cassandra. She is my intern. She's my creative assistant. And we ran all around Chattanooga, just crazy busy, doing tons and tons and tons of things. Got a phenomenal deal on a hotel room, though, I will say that. If you're not too worried about the coronavirus and you're going to a place where the levels are steady and you feel like you can travel, the hotel deals right now are insane. We checked a bed and breakfast. Well, we checked everywhere. We checked hotels first. I checked Airbnb. I checked Hip Camp. I checked The Dirt and various hotel chains. But the best value came from a little bed and breakfast in downtown Chattanooga in a historic building. And we got $60 off per night. 60. I could not believe it. Woo! That makes it a lot easier to travel. And of course, since it was a bed and breakfast, you know, we had the full breakfast that they brought out to us in the dining room. It was a little frou-frou, not something we usually do. And they had cookies out all day and cappuccino machines and all kinds of stuff like that. Coffee, water, tea, sodas, all that stuff, all you can drink. They even have, Mariana, I thought about you. They had Monster Energy drinks there too. Just saying. So yeah, had a good time. Saw a lot of things. Went to the Choo Choo. Have to go to the Choo Choo. Ran into a really nice, super nice gift shop where I got this Bodacious hat. Some of you guys have seen it on Facebook. Had a lovely chat with the owners of a gift shop. And we're going to be having a video coming out, not this coming week, because I've already got some in the pipeline that are coming out this coming week, but the week after. But I will tell you that their business, they said, has dropped off like 80%. So if you're shopping for Christmas right now, your little local gift shops that go along with some of the travel areas, those historic sites and whatnot, might be a good place to check if you're in the mood to buy Christmas here in June. Oh, great. Theriana says they have another video taste test coming up this weekend, by the way. That'll be fun. And what they're doing is they're test tasting all of these energy drinks. And you guys are having a good time with that, and they're fun to watch too. So y'all can check them out. Yeah, but yeah, it was really, my heart hurt for some of these little shops that are all around the tourist areas. Because you think about it, this is the time when they make their money. They don't make it during the cold weather months, which probably, I would guess, kind of stood in their favor a little bit about the coronavirus, because people started getting twitchy around February and March. So when the business, usually in the tourist areas, is down and just starting to pick up like in March. So they still had part of that really down period to go when people weren't traveling. But over and over, you know, we heard from servers who were just now going back to work. And so, yeah, it was good. I felt good being out there. This is still part of my spring travels that got shifted over. But, oh, yeah, Stellar's pointing out there's several restaurants in Lexington that are closing permanently. Yeah, we're seeing some of that too, and we saw some of that on the trip. So anyway, I just want to give a shout out that if you're in an area where businesses rely on the travel industry and you're shopping, do think about going there to do some of your shopping, because there's still birthdays, there's still anniversaries, some baby gifts sometimes are needed. And why not check those places first anyway? I mean, the mom and pops, come on. They're part of what keeps the U.S. going. They're kind of our bread and butter there. So, yeah. Did find out something interesting, though. Stellar, I'm sorry. Said one of those was her favorite coffee shop. Sorry. Now, something you might want to do. I did find out when we were out, we decided to stop at a Perkins on the way back. Now, we did only locally owned and mom and pop businesses when we were in Chattanooga. But because we don't necessarily always know where they are and we're just jutting off the interstate, we went to Perkins today, where we found out that Perkins, like some other restaurants, is selling some of their food in bulk, and they've actually become an alternative to grocery stores. But the key word is that they're selling it in bulk. That was the only thing. Mariana says riots have destroyed dozens of stores. Yeah, we did not hit that in Chattanooga, but certainly if we had traveled like over to Raleigh or over to Nashville, yeah, that would have been a different story. Stellar, I'm glad it's been quiet and there's no riots. That is a good and wonderful thing. So hopefully all these protests will settle down as people get satisfaction, because we all are created equal. You know, God doesn't care for black, white, green, purple. So, but one thing I did see from Perkins, and I know other restaurants are doing this. I'm just going to pull up a share screen right quick. You can actually order bulk groceries from Perkins and some other restaurants. So if there's a Perkins near you, you can stock up. That's what they say they have, at least at the one here in Virginia. We were in Bristol, Virginia at the time. Everyday essentials, and they've got toilet paper, paper towels. So if you're having trouble finding those, but the prices, this is what really surprised me. I'm going to pull up their price list. I was stunned. Okay, so paper, let's see, paper towels, 3 rolls are $4.50. 1 roll of toilet paper is $1.50. Here's the sticker shock thing, and that is 100% Angus ground beef patties, which are frozen, are $84, and it's 64 patties. And we did the math. Okay, I didn't do the math. I have dyscalculia. You do not want me doing the math. Hubby did the math. And he said that the hamburgers work out to about $3.50 per pound, which our grocery store had them for $6. Even the stuff that's on sale was $4.99 a pound, and I'll be honest, it didn't look that good as far as the fat quantity. So if you're in a Perkins or a grocery store, then this might be an option. Certainly, it'll work out if you're going to go camping, and you can get some of this and put it in the freezer and then save some for when you go camping. I always like to take my food with me frozen whenever I go camping, because I know I can cook it frozen, and as it thaws out, it's going to last longer. So that's an idea. Now, some of it, you know, if you can't afford all of this, and really who can, it's not all of it, but if you can't afford everything that's on there individually, you might be able to even go in with another family and get some of this stuff. But good deal there, good value. I just wanted to pass that tip along because I know a lot of people are struggling right now. Okay, Stellar says Panera is doing something similar, which is great. You know, so that will help not only keep us saving some money, but, you know, keep some other businesses going too. And I tend to like the smaller mom and pop businesses, But I also know that like businesses like Perkins, they employ a lot of people and they need support too. But, you know, mom and pops have a little harder time. I was just glad to see them doing that. They're also doing some special pricing over the farmers market, I understand, which is exciting. Okay, Stellar's saying, in addition to order delivery, they're delivering some basic grocery items, bread, milk, cheese, that sort of thing. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Are they doing toilet paper too? Because that could be an enormous help, especially to older people who are shut in. I like that, Stellar. I'm glad they're doing that. So, we live so far out in the boonies that there's not a Panera for 2 hours drive, I'm guessing. I think it's about 2 hours, maybe just a touch over. So yeah. Oh, and thank you all for the likes on the live stream. I appreciate that. Really do. They help. They help with, basically you let YouTube know that you got something out of it, and that helps me rank in search engines, that whole like watch time thing. Stellar says not sure about the TP. Pretty sure it's their surplus supplies. Okay. This probably is with Perkins too. Sometimes restaurants agree to buy a certain amount of product. Well, not just restaurants, but retail stores and stuff do too. And so they have the product that they're committed to, even though they don't have any business. So, yeah. Peter says you're welcome. Thank you, Peter. So, yeah, good stuff. It was a really cool trip, though, because one of the things about traveling right now is you also have fewer crowds to deal with. But I will say at the restaurants, you still may have a wait, because although that there's fewer people going to the restaurant, there's also less seating, which I gotta say is kind of nice to be able to go to a restaurant and you're not like jammed up next to the table right beside you. But the 50% seating is what most of them are doing, at least around here for Virginia and Tennessee. And so it's may mean a little bit of a wait. So if you have a place that you're going and they've got call ahead seating, or you can see yourself on, not see yourself, but you can put yourself to a list like online, like Cracker Barrel's doing that, then it can be great for cutting the wait. So yeah, we actually were told that we had a 20-minute wait at Cracker Barrel, and when I called, but they said we could put our name online. So by the time we got to the restaurant, it was literally like a couple of minutes. So cut it down dramatically. Let's see. Stellar says, oh, that explains why we've been getting a ton of bagels. Absolutely. She works with homeless street kids, so businesses sometimes will donate their extra food to her. So, yep, that'll explain the bagels. And of course, to help out, vehicles work. Yeah, I knew what you meant. And to help out with everybody's, I guess, mindset, I saw that Krispy Kreme had been giving out free donuts this week. You know, usually they do it, I think, for Donut Day, which is around the first week of June. But instead of it doing it just one day, they did it all week. So help cheer people up. Yeah, because nothing beats free. You didn't have to make a purchase. You just walk in and say, hey, I heard it's Donut Week. And they will hand it over, or would. So watch that for next year. Yeah. So Stellar, I know you work, since you work with home with youth and you guys have a food pantry, are you giving out lots of extra food? Because when I talked to somebody with a pantry today, and their demand, since people have gone back to work, has even a little bit, has dropped off a lot. So I just wondered if yours was steady or if it's dropped off also. All right. Speaking of dropping off, I don't know where Busy Lady went. I may have to show you my new hat before she gets back here. Because it's crazy cool, just saying. Oh, it's been steady. Okay. Well, hopefully the kids will be able to find jobs again soon and it'll drop off. We can hope for that. Cross fingers, cross fingers. Oh, yeah. And unfortunately tonight, I know you all met Cassandra last week. She's not going to be able to be in the live streams with us all the time because of work obligations. So she's not going to be able to be in this week, but hopefully next week for a few minutes. Plus, I pretty much wore her out when we were on the trip because we were filming. And starting the night we got there, we started filming at the bed and breakfast. The next morning, we were filming at the restaurant that we stopped in, Wally's, which is an old restaurant, 1950. It's like the original Meat and Two in Chattanooga. And if you guys aren't familiar with Southern stuff, that means they have a menu with where you would choose like your meat item and choose 2 vegetables. And those types of restaurants used to be like all over the South. And hence the name Meat and Two. Or they would have a menu where you could pick 3 vegetables, which would be meat and 3. And so we filmed there. We filmed at Coolidge Park. We filmed over just like everywhere. Oh my gosh. So crazy stuff. We went to an archaeological site, filmed there. That was super interesting. Went to another old restaurant in Chattanooga and filmed there, and just did a whole lot of running around. Like I said, we did the Choo Choo and we did the gift shop and we did some more of the Choo Choo. It was crazy. So, but that's all right. So had planned to get to a few other places, but what I'm finding out is my plans in reality. Have you guys ever had this where your plans in reality didn't exactly mesh up because you way over planned and then reality smacks you upside the head and you can't do everything you want to do? Because that was kind of us. We even actually, Chattanooga's in Hamilton County, Tennessee. So we drove the route for the Trail of Tears as the Hamilton County, Tennessee portion of the Trail of Tears. But we drove all of that and did some filming on one day. And we only hit the ground Wednesday night. So all those places that I just mentioned, we did all that filming on Thursday. We also went to a Greek restaurant, Mom and Pop, and we did some filming there. So, yeah, totally crazy. Be back up here. Stellar says she has good news from one of her clients. She was able to complete her coursework for her diploma. Yay! She says she and her brother are first in the family to get their diplomas. That is freaking awesome. So now that they have their high school diplomas, are they thinking about college? Yeah. And are y'all having to pay for college in Kentucky? Because in Tennessee, we have this extra financial aid that kicks in after all of your financial aid to help make college free. You still are on the hook for your books, which is a lot of money, but still, it helps. So So if they can get into college and get that free tuition, if it's free up there, that's going to really help them a lot. And she says, oh yeah, that's Hubs whenever Disney is mentioned. Gotcha. Oh, brother is going into the military. That is an awesome thing to do. Thank him in advance for his service and his sacrifice. Can't hardly beat that. Because the things that our military does, they are our heroes, and we all need to look at them as heroes. Ah, she has a baby. College is not free. I am sorry that college is not free. But good for her for getting the diploma, especially now that she's got a baby. That's exciting stuff, though, really. So, yeah. So, okay. Well, we may make this a real short stream tonight. I'm going to go ahead. I got to show you the other hat, though. You guys are going to love it. And, woo! Okay. Wait till you see it. Steampunk all the way. Look at that. Is that not cute? Totally, totally, totally bodacious. What do you think? I think my goggles are crooked. No, maybe my hat's crooked. Nope, it's the goggles. Pretty sure it's the goggles. But I saw this steampunk hat at the Chattanooga Choo Choo and absolutely had to pick it up because I think it's freaking adorable. How's that? All the little gears and wheels. I just loved it. So tell me, y'all, does this spell bodacious to you? Oops. Had a piece of paper on it. Can we even get any more bodacious? And guess what, y'all? These goggles come off. So if I want to take the goggles off and wear them, I can. How's that? You know what? When I do it this way, I can't see a dang thing. Maybe I've disappeared. Hello. Yeah, I have no clue. Okay, goggles go off. Back on the hat. Woo! Who needs an acid trip when you've got goggles, right? Back on the hat they will go. Oh, my stars. Woo! Totally crazy. So, yeah, that was part of my experience today, this week. Today I was going through the stuff I bought. So anyhow, we're probably going to keep this short tonight, and I'm just likely going to be on just for a few more minutes. So, but before I go, I would love, love, love to know what kind of travel you guys are all looking at for this summer. Is it going to be backyard picnics, literally in your backyard? Or are you going to try to travel like within your county or within your state? Tell me, because inquiring minds want to know. Or I guess you could say nosy minds want to know. Because everything that I'm hearing is really indicating that it's all going to be local. Very few people are going to be traveling long distance or in planes. So I just kind of let me know over on Facebook what you're going to be doing, because I want to try to cover the travel content that is relevant for you all for what you're doing and help give you some travel tips. Got a video coming out next week actually about travel tips. So let's see. All right. And Stellar says, she had a fast food picnic in a park near us today. We needed to run some errands, so we had lunch on the way. Good for you all. Did you have fun? Was it a good picnic? Okay. I just got hit with a Facebook message. Checking that out now. Gotcha. Okay. I'm reading Facebook message, and this person says that they're going to start off with doing little picnics in the backyard to make the kids happy. Probably going to drag out the swimming pool. One's too old for that. So I am going to be, going to be looking into city and county parks. That'll be good. That'll be real good. Keep me posted on how that goes, Kathy. And thank you for stopping in for a minute. I'm sorry you couldn't figure out how to get in the chat room. It can be a little confusing. Basically, if you just click, to see the chat box, there should be a live chat button, I think. Kind of depends on if you're going to use your phone or if you're going to be using your computer. But look for a live chat button. But thanks for coming in for a minute. I appreciate it. And let's see, Stellar says it was nice. It's become our Saturday routine because that's when we do grocery shopping. Oh, cool. And she says she can post Android directions in the group. Go ahead. I tell you what, go ahead and post it. I think she's already gone though, but you can go ahead and post it if you want. And that will give the next person that comes along some help there. So yeah, anytime somebody's listening and you're not sure how to get in or whatever, just simply let us know and we'll be glad to help. Yeah. I could maybe do a video on that one day. Yeah, just so people know. Could do that. So, all right. Well, let's see. I can probably pin it so it's easy to find for the next person. Okay, in that case, do it over in Facebook instead of putting in the chat right here. Okay, just stick it over in the Facebook group or on the page, either one. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to conclude the chat in a few minutes. And let's say 7:40. That gives us kind of like a 2-minute warning there. And so we'll call it at that point. But Kathy, thanks for letting me know. So, yeah. So it's going to be a good summer despite having some craziness happen. So, yeah. All right. Well, I want to thank you all for coming in and for being part of the live stream here on Saturday night. So you all take care. Have a bodacious, very bodacious week. And I will see you all on next Saturday at 7 for the live stream, and hopefully won't get myself locked out again. And I'll see you on the videos during the week. So thanks for coming in, Stellar, and everybody. You all have a great week. Always hashtag be bodacious. Don't let, we've got over 50 who's coming in right now just as I'm about to close out. Lynn, thank you so much for the super chat, and thanks for coming out. I appreciate you so much. I really do. And I would like to do a feature on you, by the way, for the magazine, but I don't have your email address. Mine will be appearing in the box down below shortly if it's not there already, and I would dearly love to hear from you. So if you don't mind that, I would really appreciate it. And my email address is Gayle, Gayle, at GayleCrabtree.com. So do please email me. So thank you. I really appreciate you. And Stellar, appreciate you. And you guys that have come bouncing in, I appreciate you. Again, I just hope you have a fabulous week and many blessings. May God bless you, and always hashtag be bodacious. Don't let life get in the way of living. See you Saturday night at 7 and on videos during the week. Thanks. Bye, everybody. Take care.